my voice is going to be cutting right into the stream immediately because I'm going crazy. And you know what else? I also forgot to do other stuff, but I'll deal with it when, it happens. Also, I should be taking this moment to say that, I should preface certain videos and streams, or rather, well, more videos and streams, with statements that, make sense depending. And by that, I mean, as I have to reload this really quickly, statements like this is like a video game taking place in a fictional setting with events that are fantastic in nature, fantasy in nature. The player character and, NPCs are fighting eldritch monsters with societal norms breaking down in the face of chaos and despair, of which, the protagonists are trying to make the world right again by fighting against said monsters and crazy individuals, I guess. That said, I shouldn't need to say all this, that the violence and actions you see in games should not be mimicked or imitated in real life, but I do need to because of both robots and safety reasons, so yeah, I would think common sense prevails without saying much, but I do need to at least address any possible issues that might arise, so that even if something does happen, I have said all of this, and, I think it's, at least for this platform, we're in some safe haven of some sorts, or have a safe haven of some sorts. But, moving... Oh, that's interesting, this. Anywho. So one Ath run, one Zectast run is the norm for, basic tests, although I should be doing more. That might be why I might be wrapping around back to custom characters I've played before to get something new. But as we get into Ath, the World of Horror, and I hope everything is actually going okay, but it should be okay for now. We will see what happens, and we will see what happens. I actually had 2 more custom characters queued up on top of this, but we'll see how long this stream goes, just in case anything pops up, I guess we'll say. Because I think I still have my thing. My version of World of Horror is itch.io. That's all I need to say. I planned to get the Steam version at some point, and then I proceeded not to, because I mean, logically wise, it makes sense, but at the same time, if I'm someone who usually plays World of Horror, I should have pretty much a few copies of it. Console maybe included, but as we have 8 Charisma, 8 Light Check, 2nd Mystery, 8 to Light, I was about to say, 8 Knowledge, 8 Strength, and 8 Dexterity. Maybe we have 2 Strength, 4 Dexterity, 7 Perception, 7 Knowledge, 8 Charisma. It's been a while since I read someone's stat spread. I don't even remember the perk packs, so I pulled the character off, and I installed the files as should be intended, as someone who's played pretty much... Do we have over 100 custom characters? Well, we include the count that is... characters that are not just on the World of War Discord, of course, because I've played other characters from other sources as well, but... Yeah, this stat spread lends itself to my battle is in pain. We have predestined. I do like perks, giving at least 1 perk as a bonus to most custom characters, but as it makes sense for lore, it makes sense for lore. I'm not going to explain what I mean by that, but as we're on Ath, right? Yeah. And then we have a camera on top of it, so this is a good start. We usually don't have, well, I say usually. In my experience, most custom characters have 1 plus and 1 negative in terms of their 2 bonuses, so, it could be a lot worse. Gameplay-wise, though, the camera is actually a good item to start with. For better or worse, though, I look at this stat spread and I'm like, I'm gonna be in pain in encounters, maybe. So, as we have Flood, Botanist, Scissors, Ramen, and Bulletin. Again, it's not a bad thing, but it does, we do have to do the standard, I need a weapon strat. Now, do I want an army knife? We'll see. Yeah, Frostbite Land is a heck of a thing. I think the only time you're forced into it is mainly going to be the mansion event, Tower Window, if I remember the name exactly. Which means, yeah, I don't get a choice. So, we'll see what happens. Because the other 2 you can avoid. One you take a curse and one you take stamina damage, question mark? And then the other, yeah, Tower Window, yeah, you can get quick thinking and avoid it as well, but if we're talking about dying immediately, you won't have that perk usually. Unless the character starts with it, but... For that reason, we're going to immediately take the Toilet Ghost and try to get that strength, because without it, pain. This is a recent strat I've just been employing. Mystery 1 Toilet Ghost. Most likely. Sometimes I take Toilet Ghost even if it's not Mystery 1, but that means I take extra damage. But mainly it's to just get this boost of experience right here. That's pretty much a side quest, thorough investigation bonus. Also, I'm in Bulletin right now, so I need to visit this forest. But yes, I need to move on. Also, what's my luck right now? I'm just curious. Oh, we have a lot of luck, actually. This character starts with 7 luck? Because I used the corpse dust? Anywho. I rolled a 1, so technically it doesn't matter, but I'll always say over and over, and it sounds redundant because I know it's redundant, but I'll take good luck where it comes. Just know that I'll still be crying about things. I could have also run, with 8 charisma, I could have also run ally attack. So maybe I should have saved no, because... yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Ally attack strat wouldn't have been a bad idea, but I think the army knife can work. You do need a lot of perception, because I think the threshold is 9. Yeah, it's 9. Because right now, I don't get enough to prep attack. Prep attack with 9, you get 85 minus 27, which is 58 per attack. So you can do prep attack for 5 damage. It's pretty cool. But right here, it's not bad either, because you could go for pretty much like a 75-85% second attack. The first one being a pepper attack. Again, I'm working these numbers in my head, and I've kind of enjoyed using the army knife more. If I'm looking at a character with perception versus knowledge, I could have run knowledge as well, actually, when I think about it, but then I'd have to give up vending machine. But that's a me thing. Realistically speaking, I should have probably gone occult store or ally attack. But hey, we're using the army knife for now. So, hey. We'll go for this because we have the luck and we grab a thing for it. That can help. I need to start thinking... well, I often don't get Shadow Shroud either, but I should start thinking about Shadow Shroud a lot more. Because that penalty damage for high threat level, even just high threat level, does a lot of damage to me, as I have... when I think about it, how much damage I've taken from penalty damage, on top of not being able to heal because penalties apply there too. I want to say that's a bug, but realistically speaking, I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just that it seems like a bug because of the syntax of the game telling you, well, no, that wouldn't be exactly... it wouldn't be... what I mean by that is that the game... some players might assume that when you roll on events and take penalty damage, that's normal. But when you, say, take a resting option and you take penalty damage, that seems off. But when you really look at what the game says, I guess it technically can still mean a thing. I mean, it's still balanced in an oddly weird way, but as we take a point in strength, we can move on with life. Would I want scissors? Scissors? Probably scissors. Yeah, scissors into flood. Actually might be a bad idea. I had to look over for a second because OBS things. But we'll see. So, we have Timeline B, and we do 5 claps, and we give a round of applause to the Scissor Lady, and see if that's the ritual for the day. I'm also taking a look at something still, because I'm noticing that there is some pain, yeah. Oh, is this gonna be okay? Yeah, it is. Is it gonna be okay, actually? I should just go for this, shouldn't I? Or do anything else, really. Yeah, because with 3 strength, I can't really brace into anything substantial. I mean, I can kick, but... 3 stamina isn't the worst thing in the world, it's just... I would have liked to not lose that. I think for the purposes of not taking as much damage on one lopsided end, I can do this. I forgot to pray before the attacks. Why did I often don't make that mistake. Oops. Gosh dang it. Well, there's the ritual mask. I'll take it. Can I take the ritual mask? Oh my goodness. Oh, a lot of things have... oh, that's right. I have the camera. Never mind. I guess I don't want... I mean, I can throw it at something. But do I really want to, though? keeping in mind we're taking Flood next, so actually seeing... Well, 1, will we be able to level up, but 2... I'm just gonna throw everything at this guy. I might be able to do a thing. Doesn't seem like it, though. 2 stamina? Yeah, 2 stamina seems... Okay, we'll go for a 2 stamina play. You have to hit a 64%, 80% to 80% is 64%, which we thankfully do hit, and this is guaranteed because of the power of the camera, meaning that there's no more RNG involved. I got bonus damage, by the way, but I forgot about that. It's because I'm thinking of the Scissor Lady, who has, I think it's weak against Blunt, which happens to go in tune with the wooden bat you pick up at the beginning of the mystery. But I confuse that and say, like, oh, the bloated teacher must also be weak against blood. It's not. This would not be a bad idea. Especially if I lose Bath. Do I think I'm going to lose Bath? I'm just going to say yes and take it. We have Flood, so we can get some healing done. And we have some Doom to spare. With Doom and Scissors, though, we should definitely have Doom to spare. So we'll clap 5 times and move on. Clap, clap. Clap, clap. 5 claps? 5 claps? Yeah! Although, again, this is low stakes, so I kind of also regret it. But if we're looking at the bright side, I won't be dying yet soon. Even though this is the Ath World of Horror backstory run. Well, Haunting Dreams, sure. So I'm really only going to double up on Perception, or get 9 in Perception when I see, I think it's Art Knowledge. And then I can... And then I would be able to double up on Perception and get my Prep Attack. But until that moment, again, Prep Attack, Triple Boost Attack isn't a bad sequence. It just revolves, it just has RNG, so... Not that I need to rely on RNG here. Well, I guess we're gonna do this. Don't think that really gets me anything, but we'll see. Okay, never mind. I got bonus damage. I completely forget where I get my sources of bonus damage from. I need to remember them soon. We'll take stamina damage here. Why did I only lose 1 stamina? Anywho. Theologist in the village, we'll grab that. Unfortunately, they don't count towards ally stuff, so I take the Theologist and probably just run. Although, well, no, we have the camera. This is okay. You know what's not okay is this Twisted Dog doing 3 stamina, but we'll deal with that too. Please be weak against Sharp. Okay, good. Which means I can 2-turn this reliably. I probably still 2-turned it reliably, it's just... Anything that makes it so I don't have to think as much is nice. Now, granted, we do have Masochist, so my max reason has returned to normal levels. But I would have appreciated the extra 2 reason to tank this encounter. Should still be fine though. Yeah, should still be fine. 90% for however much this is. And yeah, having a heck of a day because the last 24 hours, someone pinged me or messaged me, and I was like, oh yeah, I know about the update. Is it out? And well, I mean, I saw a post by the developer, but you know, I appreciate it still. It's just that I was pinged. I was like, why is someone pinging me? I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I actually did forget that the update was coming out soon, so it was a good idea to keep my mind started, because that means that when I'm planning these streams, I can swerve properly, and I'm not just sitting here going, when the update releases, and I'm just sitting here playing on 1.01 still. But hey. We have the 6th floor. I forgot my second encounter, so let's go. I really need to not do this to myself. There's the Art Knowledge, by the way, so we will double up on Perception. Strength is usually nice, but I'm making the conscious decision to do otherwise. As long as we don't have roads closed, we should be perfectly fine doom-wise. We're on our 4th mystery with 40% doom now. It's hard for me to actually die here, so let's not die. I would like a pack of cigarettes, but nope, that's not going to happen. It's here I realize that I just noticed, or I just remembered about a thing I was thinking about earlier. I don't think I'm going to say anything, though. Now, while it is nice to do prep attack, we actually need better. Why am I taking so much damage again? Is that just Mistress? Does the Infested Girl really do 3 stamina base on Harbinger? And therefore 2 stamina? That's interesting. Makes me want to do this, but I don't think I get to attack. Oh, I do get to attack, so let's do that. So we're going to roll on 495%. And hope. Actually, do we get better than that? Because this should do an extra point of damage, right? Question mark? It does. So we'll do that. We did do that. Try to decipher them. 7 knowledge, but rolls a 2, sure. I will point these things out, though. I need to actually nail it in. Nail in the fact that my RNG is my RNG. The extreme rolls. I'm sure there's a actual scientific term, not bell curve, but as I'm trying to think of math terms that apply to the situation. Not much happening here. I'm just going through the forest and taking my doom, fighting Snoo monster. -4 all. That's... I should actually just run here. Who am I kidding? That thing could drop 15 experience. I'd probably still run. But as we have a camera for this, take our 10 free experience. We get to level up to level 5. Why are we getting so much experience, by the way? Have I really just been focusing on experience that much? Anywho. So we'll end this mystery at about 61% doom. And we'll move on. Can't wait for Izumi's GF HP leeching luck. Usually 6-7 per run for you. Yeah. Oh, how much is it for me? I'm trying to think of the last times I have run into, if it's what we're both thinking of exactly. It might actually be less for me, but I haven't been counting. Obviously, I don't really count the occurrences of certain things, and not just that, but certain occurrences in World of Horror. If I were to go off the top of my head, things like rolling an 11 or 12, the amount of times I do that. But as I take quick thinking here, and then we take another point in strength, we'll see. With my RNG, again, it either happens or it doesn't. And for all intents and purposes, in a stream like this where there are literally no stakes, probably not going to run into anything bad. But we'll see, won't we? Now that being said, again, having the camera and being at level 4 or 5 usually means you have near 100% accuracy. That is really nice. And starting with the camera, again, was it recently that the camera got, or did the cam? I swear there was a moment in, I want to say it was like a 0.9.17 update where the camera was not providing the power decrease at the start of an encounter, when equipped anyway. Well, that was close, but anyway, what I'm trying to say is that the fact that it decreases power by 10 does a lot, and we run from this, so... I'm trying to... Oh! No, now I know what you mean. It's because of a custom character. I was actually thinking of an encounter, and I was like, no, there's no luck-based thing there. But then, okay. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about the character I'm probably going to be playing after the next second Zek test run, because I'm being thorough here. I also still have a bottle of sludge, but hey. Yeah, I didn't take a look too deeply into the files, unless the character comes with certain content warnings. Then I might actually, I think there's only 2 or 3, was it 2 or 3 characters? Was it 2 or 3 characters, Arda? That's what I'm trying to say. I think it was 2 characters where I had to edit the assets so for the purposes of streaming, which I normally wouldn't do, but that's why I say when characters are released wherever they're released, I usually try to follow what they say. Or sometimes, in the case of, I think there are a few characters, I forgot by the way, it doesn't matter. It was Scissors, but certain characters I just haven't played on stream, but I know that I've played a lot more custom characters than I have this showcased in my videos and streams. But I think there's only a handful, like 3 tops, where I had to edit things. And in fact, some things I just left, but on second thought, I decided to go back and edit them. And I'm not going to say exactly which ones, but just know, as I get into my Zectast run here, you know, just being safe. Again, I personally don't find any problem with it. Like, I wouldn't think anything bad of it. It's just that for me personally, when I'm doing this stuff, I just want to be safe so that nothing bad happens to this channel. So, as we get to Zectast, Exquisite Taste character exclusive custom character. Exquisite Taste. I've been hating Exquisite Taste more because I realized how many sublocations I may use. And even if it's just one extra one, and mainly home, it's the home. But sometimes it's the monument. Yeah, I realize how damaging that can be, for me anyway. Second mystery, 8 dexterity, 8 charisma, light, Takushi-san, and maybe a knowledge check. And we'll see what I do. I think Police Station is almost non-negotiable. And the main issue I have with Exquisite Taste, actually, when I look at everything as a whole, is that you have to choose mainly your Seaside Home combination. So you can go for rest, but that means you're probably not going to get funds unless you forest for funds, which I would advise you normally do anyway. It's just that for me, Curse RNG has not been kind. Otherwise, you take Prepare, but you lose rest, which you're normally not trying to rest, but when you have to trade off Doom to not die to stamina or reason loss, you have to trade off Doom to not die to stamina or reason loss, so here's hoping I don't lose Bath immediately, or lose, or get Fetid Fumes at the same time, but hey. By the way, offhand question, do you, I swear there are some universities and or college, or aka colleges in Japan that still use Sailor Fuku. Anywho, why did I say it like that? Sailor uniforms. Anywho, Household Hell, Bulletin, Metamorphosis, Scissors, Kana, and I immediately take Kana. We are on Zectast, by the way, but we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, I'm gonna tree for funds. I realized, even though I say the mysteries out like that, I'd mainly do it for you, the viewer, but I actually don't remember all 5 of my mysteries. I know we have Metamorphosis, I'm pretty sure, but School and Forest? I'm just gonna do Forest. School. Forest wouldn't be a bad one either, but I need something. So, I guess we're gonna Monkey Wrench with 2 strength. I mean, you can Monkey Wrench with any strength, but in my opinion, but the other way, like, playing to a character's strengths isn't a bad choice either. I totally forgot that was a knowledge check, by the way. But anywho, let's move on. Yeah, let's avoid Frostbite Land, by the way. So, as I said, currently only 3 events that take you to Frostbite Land. You can avoid 2 of them, and then the third one relies on a perk, but if we're looking at beginning of the run and dying to Frostbite Land, really, you have no choice but to enter. Yeah, I'm relying on the fact that maybe I get to level up before that. Otherwise, I mean, I could just do a thing. So, but when you mentioned it, I did swear. I will use the chat to my advantage during custom character streams. I should be okay, though. Unless I get, yeah, something really strange happens. Because I might be able to level up before my Doom hits the top. Well, this will also help out a bunch, so we're probably just going to end up face tanking this. 45%, sure. Lose minus for all, but don't die to 0 statting seems like a good idea to me. Now, that being said, I wouldn't have liked to lose all of this much, but are we in trouble here? Am I about to eat something in the face? Doesn't matter anyway, because even if, say, I threw this bottle of water, I wouldn't get out, so okay, no, we're fine. Gimme Give me your diary, and now let me, I don't know what you do when you use the occult. Oh, you burn the cursed diary. That's what you do. I was like, how does reading a cursed diary decrease doom? You burn it. So, yeah. Yeah, we're 12, 13% away from dying to 0 statting, but it's the monkey wrench. If you think that you're gonna get away with it, like you have flood or scissors, then why not? I don't think I have either of those two mysteries, but we'll find out. Yeah, I just realized that my strength was at 1 a few minutes ago, so it's not impossible to deal with this. It's just one I was gonna focus. Yeah, so we did have scissors. Scissors metamorphosis, I think, is a plan. We do want bulletin and or hell soon, but because we have 1 strength right now, probably a better decision to do this. We are on timeline B. If we were on timeline A, I would have considered replacing the monkey wrench, but that didn't happen either. So good thing to put the police patrols in the school. Unless I've been hallucinating the whole time, and your threat levels actually don't trigger doom increases on max threat level in the school when you're investigating scissors. But, hey. Listen, I want to say I planned these things out, but realistically speaking, I do forget a lot of things, so when I equip the monkey wrench with 2 strength, I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I have 1 strength. But at the same time, I have the monkey wrench. So, probably gonna do this in the interest of not taking too much stamina damage. Leave the sigil as is. And then we clap 5 times, question mark? I completely forgot, actually. Hey, speaking about forgetting, yeah, 5 claps, so I did remember that right. Is this that, yeah, as of most people, because I do watch people play the game, and most of the time I try to look for anyone playing on Harbinger. Going slow, hey, turns out going a lot slower and planning your moves out is a lot better most of the time. Who knew? Which doesn't bode well for times when I play, say, Darkest Dungeon 2, so when you don't stop to think about your moves, yeah, turns out you're more likely to die. So 3 claps and 2 bows, by the way. Hopefully I don't forget that. Was blow? No, it was the not the occult. Which wasn't there someone else before that? Now I'm forgetting. Anywho, we increased strength here, and let's see what I actually want. So we will die to dexterity as well, but if we grab quick thinking, then we don't have to think about it as much. So basically, we just keep increasing. We're fighting against strength decreasing, so we want to try not to lose too much doom. But when I'm in metamorphosis and I need healing, I don't really have a lot of other options. So we'll see what I do. So oh no, I don't have prepared. Never mind. I guess we take... Nope, we sell the mask. And we see, I don't think we survive. And this is even worse, so... We would have to throw the empty bottle. Do I want to throw the empty bottle? I have to, don't I? I could just run, but... Doom is a worry here. Yeah, and as much as I, meme on dodge a lot, unfortunately, having for characters with low strength and dexterity, I always lament this because it removes your last-ditch option if you can't take any other option. And in this case, yeah, yeah. Anywho. I'm trying to think, because if I run Darumu Ghost as well, we're definitely dead to Doom. So, I'm thinking right now. Don't want to send Kana. That's a pretty poor decision to make, considering we're on Metamorphosis. Don't know if I have... Yeah, I would rather throw the empty bottle. Now, we have to hit this attack, by the way, so we're still gambling, but... And we lost the gamble, but... Yeah, hey, what else could I do, right? I really don't want to let go of Kana. I think we have no choice. I really don't want to try dodging. We have Masafumi, sure. We also have Fame. Fine, we'll just eat this in the face. Do I want to humor this? I'm gonna do this just out of math stuff, but We're gonna go for this. 50%, 70%. We didn't dodge. I could have gone for camera flash, sure, but I think that's actually slower, right? No, that's actually faster. Never mind, I'm going crazy. But either way, I would have been gambling on a dodge chance, so... We need a rest here, by the way. So, our Doom still increased by a lot. It's just that in this instance, we get experience for it as well. Well, Doom increases by an extra 1 Doom, but as we lose 2 more reason again... Yeah, this is not going well. This is not going well at all. Do I even... I need a 2-turn the Boss of Metamorphosis, and I don't know if I can 2-turn the... Well, now I get to 3-turn it. And as I see something going on, so I will be taking a... I will have to go AFK for a quick moment after this run, because I see something that I need to do, but... Hopefully that doesn't hurt too much. I mean, who else would I be doing it for, if not for you, when I decide that... I have 7 stamina... I will actually do a salty run back if this doesn't go well, but... Yeah. Yeah, I might have to send Masafumi here. And hope that he does at least 3 reason. Or, sorry, 3 damage. Because the alternative to going... Like, it's 50-50 anyway. Like, this is what I mean by... Well, and that too. Missing that. But let's assume I hit both of those. So, the Meat Horror would be... Let's do some math here. Meat Horror would be at 18 HP. And I know I get a Desperate Prep Strong with the Monkey Wrench. The Monkey Wrench is so good for this, by the way. But I get 15 damage here, so... 15 plus 5, 20, so I would need 3 HP. So what is actually the difference? And I think my odds are worse here, because this isn't guaranteed. Yeah, I can probably do this. No, I can't anymore. So why dodge at 50%? Into, let's even say this attack is guaranteed. So I have a 50% of doing dodge and then not taking damage. Or I have a 50% of dealing enough damage. Actually, I only need 3 damage, so my odds here are better because ally attack does anywhere from 1 to 6 damage, I believe. So I have a 66% chance of being able to basically get out of the encounter by sending off Masafumi. But you know what? For giggles, let's dodge here and see if I... Actually, I need to dodge twice because I missed 1 attack, but let's humor the thought. Let's see what happens. Gosh dang it. I'm going to do my salty run back, but I have to take care of something. So, I will be right back in a moment. I wonder if I can set something up. I would like to. But boy, does that not feel good. Let me see if I can get a thing. Now I'm curious, so that I have a thing. But anywho, yeah, I'm just going to set this AFK. I'll be right back. I'm back! Quick, also I should probably take a note of this so that I know that, yeah, I'm back at this time, but at the same time, let me see. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. Getting back to it. So we're doing a salty run back, and we will move on. So, don't know how long the stream is actually going to be, because I actually have this planned for longer for whatever reason. But as we get into another Zectass, we'll set item stats on, because wouldn't that be a fun time? But as we get into Zectass, Scars, character exclusive random item stats. Custom character. What do we want to do this time? Takshi-san, second mystery, 8 charisma, 8 dexterity, 8 strength, light, source, check. Do we just roll on RNG? I think I'm just gonna roll on RNG. We don't have exquisite taste, but we're still on Zectass, so 42% doom death is still a very possibility. And with that said, I add in the disclaimer that is, as usual, I know I am not the best player out there in general, so when I do things and make mistakes here, I just want to say that when you finally, if anyone decides to seriously learn World of Horror, as much as you can learn World of Horror, you'll realize, oh, Jordan makes it seem like it's so hard, but it's actually so easy. No, because I add this disclaimer where I know it's not as hard as it seems. Also, Akamanto, Nails, Recluse, Vigil. I want to take Vigil, but this is a strength weapon, by the way, so do I really want to do it? The answer is probably do Nails first. No, yeah, probably do Nails first. Yeah, Nails first. We are on Scars, but that's still a lot of damage to be taking, so we're going to Witch Tree twice in the interest of... Well, now we have a regular amount of max stamina, max reason, so Predestined actually doing some work there. Not that you can't play with arguably even max 7 stamina, max 7 reason. But as I roll in 12 on strength, I like that the game proves me wrong. We'll take the army knife. If we get out of funds, we'll trade... I don't know what we're going to trade. Probably reason, if we're looking at the numbers, but stamina, if I'm personally adding my own bias to it. I accidentally visited the school again. I don't know how I did that. But for that, I'm fighting this swimmer now. Also, random item stats, so this is a base 6 damage army knife. That's... You know, it would be nice to do bonus damage. Let's see if we do, because either way, we two-turn this encounter anyway. We missed the attack, but... You know, being able to do 18 damage on demand with Desperate Struggle is pretty good. That's why Scars is actually a bit better compared to Eldritch Parasite. Eldritch Parasite is a whole different beast altogether, but the point I'm trying to make still stands. On Eldritch Parasite, you almost never get to do Desperate Struggle as an action to double your damage on an attack, because the fact that your stamina or reason would be at 3 or below in the middle of an Eldritch Parasite run probably means you're just going to die, as opposed to Scars, where you're taking less damage and have less max stamina or max reason, but that means it's more likely for you to be at 3 stamina or 3 reason and below, and therefore you can use Desperate Struggle. Now, threat levels are still a thing. Village, Mansion, by the way. I'm gonna do Mansion. Yeah, Mansion. Mansion? Yeah, Mansion, because we have Vigil. But yeah, Desperate Struggle will actually add so much to your run. I think that's probably my third Harbinger tip for anyone trying to play and or learn Harbinger. Anywho, 89%, but oh, double encounters. What am I ever gonna do with you? I could try to go for a two for handcuff play. Do I want to though? It would actually help out, but I have to hit a handcuff in the middle of this prep attack. I don't think I can do that. I have some hand-eye coordination, but there's a reason I don't play shooters. So... we can't really brace into anything, though. The pain of being a 2-strength character. I could run, but at what cost, though? Maybe... It's gonna be painful no matter what I choose to do. The most painful part is that there's no easier way out. So you know what? We're going to try to do this. We did get to do it, kind of, but I think my second attack, if I didn't miss that handcuff play, it was not working out either way. So we did lose reason for that because I think we defeated the enemy. I don't know how double encounters are still a strange beast. Please don't die, by the way. Thank you. We get a steak knife for our trouble, but that is nowhere near the cost or the worth of a handcuff, in my opinion. Well, we can make use of it by throwing it here. Because what I really wanted to handcuff was human Akamanto. Don't get to do that anymore. But we'll have to make do with what we've got. We get close. No, I might as well go for this. Yeah, might as well go for this. Actually, with this, I don't think I can actually take Recluse anymore. We can still do this. We'll always be able to do that. Unless we have 2 perception. But if we're at 2 perception, we're probably dead regardless, so... Anywho. And we lost Bats, so that's... We definitely have to take Akamanto now, because we will not survive Recluse. Or we don't have any way to survive Recluse. So, either way, this is gonna not be great. This is gonna be really not great. What am I gonna do here? Aha! Oh no, I lost 2 funds. Improvise? Do we go for an improvised play here? We might have to go for an improvised play. And by that, I mean... we have to fish for Burning Man or Dull Nurse. And since we just fought Double Nurses, all things considered, I should probably try to fish for Dull Nurse, because there's less chance that I'm running into an encounter I don't want to fight. But we'll inch closer to the end of the mystery before we consider doing such a thing. That way we don't just explode. Also, yeah, this hasn't been a character review, so we'll review the character a bit more. But it's something I normally would say for characters with a much more extreme stat spread, like this one. So, any character with, that starts at 3 to 2 in one stat, old gods forbid, and have another stat low enough for Zectast, will have trouble with Zectast if they don't have some kind of innate help. Again, I've made a character that has a similar stat spread, or more extreme stat spread, but that character has deduction, and they have fast learner, so they have a bunch of experience that they can get to increase their stats. Do we do here? Do this first. Emergency painkillers. It will help. I often do forget about it, but I know I have a lot of Doom to spend too, theoretically speaking, but I would still rather take the gamble. In fear, and we know we have Recluse as well, so all things considered, I should just either rest or do anything else. We need the painkillers anyway, because we're about to hit Akamanto. No, that's a good point. So we'll do that. But I do need something else, because I don't have enough HP for Akamanto. 3 reason I don't think is enough. We're on scars, yes. Actually, will it be enough? He has 20, I think he has 28 HP right now. No, we won't survive because we take 3 to 4. Well, yeah, we take 4 stamina damage because of the threat level thing. So I'm gonna fish for about 2 investigations here. If we lose more stamina, we just rest. There's nothing else I can do about it. But we're gonna fish for an encounter. Well, that's not great, but we need to rest again anyway at some point. And that's not what I wanted to see. So, in fact, that's really what I didn't want to see, because I should have just rested, and then I would have been able to survive this. Now I have to just run. So, whoopsie-doopsie. But we still have to rest here, and then we do this. So, yeah, let's just deal with it. And then we fight the... Well, we're okay on stamina. That's the fun thing. The more problematic thing is that we don't have enough for Recluse. Yeah, I can Desperate Action this. What am I doing? So let's see what we can do. We get 18 damage again. That's the power of a 6 damage army knife because of fluctuating stats. But I think he only does 2 all damage right here. Yeah. So we should actually be able to survive because we can do this. And the next turn we just swing. Like, I could go for a dodge here, but let's not kid ourselves. And yeah, perfect. Random item stats worked out for us. Because math. So, no dog shop, who cares? Now, what I can't do any longer is, well, on top of just equipping this immediately, is we can't take Recluse because we lost Bath. So, 2 reason damage, but I mean, we could just... yeah, it's bad either way. And Vigil with 3 stamina, 1 reason. Oh, I just dropped my face into my palm. And we have Bulletin right now, too. I would have to take Bulletin right now. What do you do in this situation? Aside from... Yeah, we have some... Because, again, we still have Recluse, and we won't die to Zectast until 63% Doom. So... And possibly 84% if we... Because we're about to level up. I'm probably going to take Strength, but... The issue is that we don't have enough HP to survive the upcoming mysteries. We have to take Bolton. I need to rest no matter what. And we move on. We could die to Reason here because high threat level school with Reason loss. But that's a general event, so it doesn't occur, I think. And yeah, during when I'm not doing my Nuzlocke is when I'm sitting here going... oh, look at my threat level. It's at high or not. And I can calculate my penalties. Whereas when I'm playing in the Nuzlocke challenge, I often forget, just in general. By the way, all the Doom that our Crestfallen Mass decreased, we increased because we needed to rest. But 6 Charisma, heal for a reason? Nope, why would I ever? We have to rest, by the way. No choice. 5 Charisma, and then we roll a 6 finally, so that's... Ooh, oh, we're in so much pain. A dullness would have been appreciated a long time ago, but that didn't happen, did it? More Doom, but I was looking for some good RNG. Oh, we have to switch police station to the village. We save 1 Doom, I think. But we also want to do this because fighting a phone is not in our best interest right now. Roll a 1 on knowledge. Increase strength. Perception would be nice, but we have to take strength here. Well, do we? No, we do this. I'm gonna do this. In my level up, I can also heal, but I need the extra Doom padding, because an extra 20% Doom means I can rest more often. So if nothing else, what I really got was about at least 6 stamina, 6 reason with that increase in strength. And yes, we are on scars, but we're entering Recluse or Vigil in a moment. I don't really get a lot of time to do much else. I do appreciate the 2 turns with this powerful army knife. The unfortunate part is that I've lost a lot of HP. Didn't I lose a lot of HP because of my own mistakes? I feel like I made a mistake somewhere, and I forgot about it. But anywho, we'll take 1 or 2 stamina, sorry. High threat level. I should rest, didn't rest. We can take the safe route, but that's Doom. We need a rest, though. And we'll find out. I mean, if I remember the events, I think there's a low chance of me losing. Yeah, there's a very low chance. Give me a good spell. Memory Extract is... I need to level up, actually. Do I need to level up? I do. Yeah, I do need to level up. I need to level up and hope I get Quick Thinking, by the way. That's what I'm really looking for. I think one of those endings would have been fine, but... it's not going well. It can go well, but for characters who need to continuously level up into it. Also, we did not run to a single Zectast event. So... I think we try to take Recluse and hope for the best. We can get rid of something, not that it really matters. And whether I visit Vigil... Oh, wait, I think I needed to switch police patrols back to the mansion. I did. Or either that or leave them at the mansion. But either way, it's not going to go well for me. Either way, it was not going to go... It's not going to be a fun ride. Not saying we can't win, it's just... So the left option there, I think, if you fail, is reason damage, and we can't afford to take reason damage, if possible. But we can't afford to survive again anyway, because now the boss is doing 3 damage. 3 reason damage. Decreased by scars, increased by 4th mystery. We'll do what we can, but I don't think we have a lot to work with here. And unfortunately, removing fungal growth in this way does not recover the lost max reason. We do have memory extract. I guess we can do that. I just forgot about that, but Trust me when I say that this is not looking well regardless, because we have 1 stamina left and not a lot of doom to work with. Also, not taking roommate on your 3rd mystery or earlier means that it takes you 4 turns to get out as opposed to 3 because of the increase from 24 to 26 HP. So yeah, this is going to be very painful. Well, we still actually, thankfully we 3-turn it because we have, let's see, 6 divided by 2, 3 plus 1 modifier. No, I'm going crazy. We get 5 sever damage somehow, and we deal with it. I guess we eat this lump of flesh now, just in case. If I don't know, no, we can wait for it. We can wait. We can wait. We still need a memory extract, by the way, but we can wait. I'll use memory extract as necessary. Again, I shouldn't immediately die to anything strange. I don't have masochist, or I don't have fearful. And I don't have any other weird curse that will proc on my face, so... And yeah, we actually need to take both of these, because I would rather risk dying to stamina and reason than risk 0 statting, if that makes any sense. Because with that level up, yes, I could have healed stamina or reason, but... assuming I didn't have lump of flesh and or memory extract, I would rather take the extra doom padding. Now that being said, you know, the funny thing about that is that it rolled a 9, so even if this character had their normal knowledge stat, we still would have failed, I think. Unless we were on a non-Harbinger difficulty. That's when we wouldn't have failed. But hey, finally we got a Zectast event, and it doesn't matter anymore as much, so... Thank you for giving me that way before. Didn't need you anymore. Clap, clap, bow, clap. Unless I pass a dexterity check that rolls a 3, 4, or 5 total, but man, I do like to lament my RNG. It's fun. It is still fun, but hey, oh my goodness, this Pillar Vampire. Let's, yeah, I think I get out in 2 turns because the power of this 6 damage Iron Knife is really carrying me, by the way. Carrying me. But I don't get it often, so enjoy it, Jordan. Long pig steak, we don't need the charisma, so fine. And if we get out of... Are we on max threat level, by the way? No. So, well, the threat level just increased, so... Hopefully we're not at max threat level still. We're not. 3%, you know, that's appreciated, but... the main gripe I have with that is, funny enough, I probably still don't get to prep attack. I probably get to do 3 attacks, so I will be thankful for that, but... Also, no lighthouse checks, so... For some reason, I think I'm thinking of that you can run to the same Zectast, like I can run into 2 dexterity increasing Zectast events. That would be something, but don't know that's gonna happen. Yeah, let's not frostbite ourselves to death, and we should get out. Funny, actually, as terrible as this run is, I actually still might survive. So let's see. What do I get for that, by the way? Not much. I get really close to doing this, though. Should I just go for this? No. Because I have the meat cleaver to back me up, so this should be fine. Even if he suddenly stops, which he does, we should be perfectly okay. Yeah, funny enough, we're okay. I think we actually survived this run. So, as terrible as much as I griped and complained and whined, like we lost Bath Mystery 1? Yeah, we lost Bath after the first mystery. Like, it's almost unbelievable how I'm almost going to survive. Although, yeah, with Zectast, I would have passed a perception check, but guess what? There are no perception tests in the Lighthouse. Which, I mean, I'm not saying there should be, it's just a funny thing to point out. Also, I do have something let's actually get rid of something here. Just in case, I don't think it can proc. Can someone tell me if Insmasu procs in the Lighthouse? Because theoretically speaking, Drenched can proc in the Lighthouse, but that works off of something different, so... Anywho, second mystery, charisma, dexterity, strength. light, so we're losing 5 reason. That's guaranteed. And we're losing 6 stamina. So no matter what, we have to rest like 3 times. Although I think I survived no matter what, so... No, we don't have to rest 3 times. But I'm gonna do it, and if I die, that's on me. Like, there's no reason I should die here. There's actually no reason I should die here. So, we unload on Takeshi-san's position. Unless we miss all of these, but either way, we shouldn't be dying no matter what. Like, if I throw the Crestfallen Mask away, I will die. But you get the point. I'm not... There's a very low chance of me dying here. But anywho. Because I have Memory Extract and I had the Long Pig Steak, so I didn't need to rest as much as I did, but hey. Let's try to actually remember this. I think I did nails into Akamanto? Yeah, I did. And yeah, we survive. We should survive no matter what, because we take 6 stamina damage and 5 reason damage. Unless I somehow bleed reason with a weird curse, but that shouldn't happen. And yeah, this terrible run was brought to you by the brain power Jordan has that often gets forgotten about by the content creator himself. But hey, we'll move on to the next character. Yeah, 3 stats minus 2 reason. If I didn't already mention that, it's... You gotta make the trade-offs where they exist. So anywho, moving onward... Hopefully I don't get surprised because I didn't check anything. If so, as I said at the beginning of the stream, everything is within context of, well, a fictional video game. So, as we get to World of Horror stuff, yeah, we can't do any combat actions, or faster combat action. I thought this is all it's because I think this is the ghost that appears in the status effect always there for the thing. If not, hey. But I swear, no, I did. I was about to use a character that had the same ally, but I couldn't really justify it. So, anywho, second mystery: 8 strength, 8 charisma, 8 knowledge, light, and then Takeshi-san. But I think this character has character. Well, both characters had character events, but obviously none of those character events procced. So, anywho, I didn't look at my stat spreads, but I'm just gonna set Illegal Den and hope. Okay, well, Illegal Den isn't a bad decision, but all of these stats being as they are, Zektas is going to be a fun time. At least I won't die at 84% Doom unless I get a status effect, but that's the thing, right? Like, if I get Hunger, I immediately have to think about Charisma. If I get Flashbacks, there's a double Dexterity needed. Fun times, by the way. And as I put blue on my screen, we have Botanist, Ramen, Arms, Ward, and Akamanto, so I guess we do Arms first, then Prey. Now, the Illegal Den doesn't give us a lot of room for weapons, but we'll make do with whatever we get. Except for the Wooden Bat, which is technically, you know, cost less Doom, but boy, 4 damage, 100 speed. Yeah, it's not great. We do have Ward as well, so you know what, we'll grab that. We'll prepare again, and then we'll visit the Illegal Den. Who is our ally? Asato. I guess we'll play with the Meat Cleaver this run. So, I can kind of just... hold on. Let me do the thing. What did I do? What did I have? Ward, Arms, Akamanto. Alright, 3... Boss, question mark, mysteries, and I forgot the other 2. Well, no, we have Ward as well. Or did I say Ward? Yeah, I said Ward. Or I was thinking about Ward, and I think I said another mystery name. Where do I put the police station? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'll set it downtown for now. Because we have Ward into Akamanto, so we'll be doing downtown investigations for sure. It's just that later on, I might need to switch to the mansion. But we'll keep that in mind. Or not, if I forget. So, let us see. Rather take stamina damage. And let's find out. 3 reason 5 Doom. Oh my goodness. No, I did not get a lot of sleep. Again, but hey. So, yeah. Masako giving you that sweet 85% instead of, or 0.85, whatever you want to say. We can do prep attack with the Meat Cleaver, so that's why I didn't care as much about getting the Meat Cleaver. Now, what I would like to hit this guaranteed. But for the sake of RNG, we will do a 90, 80, 72%. Okay, good. Or not good, depending on how you look at it, because I need that RNG for my Nuzlocke series. So, regeneration is actually an okay, or a better spell if it weren't for the fact that, for base events anyway, and base mysteries, you lose a lot more reason in general. But we'll see. So yeah, 10 stamina and a whole bunch of stuff. We should be able to survive a Timeline B arms, which we are in. Now, what do I want to do here? Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're going to prep attack, prep attack. Who are we kidding? Now, unfortunately, that's a lot still. Do I want to do this? Can I do this instead? No. The numbers are on my side. You know what? We just go for it. This is yeah, so we get 13 damage on a Desperate Prep Strong, which we don't get to do, but we'll see. Now, hitting all 4 of these attacks would be nice, but it's a bit hopeful when I hope for something like that, so I'll stick with, I'll stick with, 4 stamina at the end of this encounter, and we'll move on. Now, the question is, do I handcuff Akamanto and run from Ward, or do I handcuff Ward and try to do an Akamanto thing? Because I have faster combat actions, I'm thinking, well, I just healed Reason for some reason, and I'm going into 2 mysteries that demand a lot of stamina. Or demand more stamina, sorry. Ramen and Botanist, so we don't have really any Mansion Investigation, so... I mean, if we can fish for the Dullness, we'll take Ward now. I'll decide on whether or not I want to run away. It wouldn't be a bad decision because I have the hospital pass anyway. And we're finally it's for the greater good. 7 experience, 1 stamina. I'll take that all day because if the right option is a Doom increase at all, I'm just going to take the left option every time. And I know, anywho. Let's level up. What are my prick packs, by the way? First aid, alright, that's a must pick. I mean, Fast Learner and Hot Bath are okay too, in my opinion, but in the interest of healing reason, even though we're, as I just said, going into Ward and Akamanto, if I have to worry less about one, I would rather worry less about one. Yeah, let's just 2-turn this encounter. I'm just gonna be lazy here. Date honto wa crazy. And yes, I'll use the American accent there, but anywho. 3 stamina, we should survive here. This is not our high... Please tell me this is not a high level location. I'm gonna regret it. Right into a downtown, downtown encounter. The funny thing is that... I have regeneration. We're on Ath, but we have regeneration. 3 Doom for... What is that? How much is that? 4 stamina? Seems pretty good, but I've queued up Desperate Action, so we'll go for it and miss, because why not? But I mean, considering all the RNG I've had, it's high time I missed something, right? But at least I don't die for it. That's the important part. Whereas a lot of the RNG things I do where death is on the line, I often just die to, so you know what? I do get to complain about my RNG still. But anywho. So, what do I do here? I think I can actually fight this, but I can still choose to run away reliably. So let's do some math. 3 damage for throwing the branch. If I hit both of these, where, you know what? Because everyone else would hit this, I'm gonna do this too. Yeah! It's high time, as my stamina drops to 1, that I get some stuff. But anywho. This should be 13 damage. If it's not, I'm gonna do a thing. Okay, good. I should have just thrown the branch first, but if I kill it, then or without you throwing the branch, then it's more efficient to keep stuff. Now, Blood Moon is not gonna be great for me, but hey. We'll actually still heal stamina. As much as I I do have regeneration, but, you know. Actually, regeneration and first aid here is going to do a lot for me. So I am quite lucky to have gotten regeneration on this character. Or Mimi, who normally has first aid as well. But if you get regeneration and you have first aid, that 2 reason can be I could do this just to go crazy. Yeah. I shouldn't have, but self-therapy, fast learner. I'm not planning to get smacked a lot, but because it's not like this character has... Yeah, this character has me time and hospital staff. Correct? Hospital staff? First aid? Yeah. So they don't have... Not Ghost Connect. Yeah, no, Ghost Connection. Which means I can't make more use of self-therapy. Self-therapy you normally want to pair with Ghost Connection, but it can be okay on its own. You're just relying on RNG at that point. So it becomes an okay perk. But it becomes a little bit better if you have some way of grabbing spells, but I don't. Or maybe I do, but you get what I mean. It's a heck of a thing to do. We're going to take Fast Learner just to have some giggles, though. And we'll move on. So, let us not room in the moment. Oh, that was a high threat level hospital, so we didn't heal anything. I'll take it, but... yeah, we're definitely going to need to cast Regeneration at some point. The question is, when? I'd rather trade funds. You know what? Let's actually pop in the History Club really quickly. If I get lucky in the pharmacy, but otherwise, no, we're not going to take it. I probably should have actually still taken it, but it's fine for now. It's fine for now. So, this is going to hurt me a lot, so I do need to do regeneration. Which costs Doom instead of Reason, so all things considered, this is fine. Now, I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited, because now I lose Desperate Struggle, but... Oh yeah, we lost Desperate Struggle. That was not good to do. Anywho. Do I need to use the branch? Yeah, I do. I think I do. Yeah, I do. So, let's do that. Let's not want to gamble on this, but that's... I've taken my gambles for this stream. Or run, at least. So let's just handcuff Akamanto and move on with life. 42% Doom moving into our 4th mystery. We're sitting pretty. But we won't be sitting pretty when we enter Zektast, so keeping that in the back of my mind. On most other runs, though, again, until I actually play, because I can think of all these stuff, but seeing things in practice can put a lot of things into perspective. Although Masako helps out immensely, which is why this character has lower... I assumed that's why this character has less of a stat total overall starting the run, because Masako is essentially a bet. Masako is better than Aiko. Wait, hold on. There's one way to tell. Okay, no, never mind. Actually, that might be better than Aiko. Is it better than Aiko? Yeah. So, either way, yeah, the stats being lower makes sense. If I did complain about it, well, I shouldn't have, but actually, that's a lot, though. This Toshiaki would need 2 books to reach it, or 3 books. Essentially, you need to get some RNG so that you can get 85%, or get your time multiplier to 0.85, is what I'm trying to say. So, funny enough, it works out. Yeah, period. Nothing much else to say. We'll do the coffee, and we will... we're in Botanist right now, right? Yeah, we are. And we're still sitting on regeneration, so... It's a very interesting run, because regeneration exists. Also, yes, Masako does drain our HP over time, but... Nice 12 roll, by the way. I know I have regeneration, that's why I took that roll, but... Boy. So all things considered, you can lose more HP due to Masako just draining your life, but at the same time, Even with average RNG, depending on what your run is, namely a lot of boss encounters, you're probably saving more HP by having Masako than, because at least it feels like to me you're saving more HP, but again, it depends on your run. If you have a run like Arms, Ramen, Ward, Botanist, and Bulletin, then then Masako's probably draining more HP because it procs on investigation, right? Which means the more you investigate, the more Masako procs, as opposed to encounters that just drain your HP and you die. But you get what I mean. And if you don't, I can continue explaining, because it's interesting to think about from a gameplay perspective. In that, yeah, most of the times, if you have, like, say, 2 to 3, even, like, I think 2, well, it depends on the bosses, but I say 2 boss encounters. Actually, out of curiosity, let me check something. So, can I brace? I need 6 strength. But I can't see, yeah, because Masako also affects your all actions, so even on Recluse, you might be able to brace Sever, which does a lot, actually. So yeah, if you have 2 to 3 boss encounters, Masako can save you on HP. But if you have you have 2 forced investigations and a bulletin, then I appreciate it a lot less. But don't let anyone tell you that you can't make interesting characters. Anywho, do I run a roll on this? This looks like such a bad idea. Thinking. This isn't real. I think that's only 13. No, wait, the enemy has a weakness. I wasn't paying attention because I was talking about the mechanics of Masako in this current update. But we do 14 HP because bonus damage off of weakness, and I just forgot. Anywho. Moving on. We'll set at 2 stamina. Again, we can react to anything. So away we go. We have not equipped the mask yet. Again, just in case we get, like, a rock ring or something. But probably won't, so all things considered, 90% of the time you can just equip the Crestfallen Mask and just forget about it. Now, if you want to be like, well, I'm always wearing the Crestfallen Mask, I can never see my character's face, you can always just disable the Crestfallen Mask graphic yourself by going into the character's Ito file and removing that link, but don't you want to see people's cool Crestfallen Mask like this? So, let's actually level up, finally. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Take strength, move on. Into Ramen we go. But yeah, the more mysteries with longer investigations you get, the more you have chances to proc not just Masako, but things like Badly Bleeding, which I think is a proc version of Cut Artery, Branded, and some other things, but you get what I mean. So, just, I mean, if you're never sure about, for anyone who is planning to make a character, if you're not sure, just follow what you believe would immerse the character the most, and then make your decision off that, because then you'll never know. You might end up with a character that has interesting interactions based on the run they're in, so maybe a character that does well on Ithotu, but does terribly on Katak for whatever reason. By the way, my Hasty A just turned into a Cut Artery, so I really appreciate that game. I don't, but we gotta deal with it. What are my odds here? 85%? 33% accuracy? 50% accuracy? What is going on here? Yeah, I know my luck was good so far, but hey. We actually need a bit more, so we'll roll on a curse and get fungal growth for our trouble, but that's fine. And then we'll do a twofer by grabbing painkillers, but also getting rid of the Cut Artery. And then we get a discharge summary. But we can also just sell these painkillers much more comfortably because we have regeneration, but we need funds because out of funds is very painful as well. Now, in this particular instance, as Masako keeps draining my HP, is that I might not, what do I want to say? I might not have wanted to sell the painkillers and get out of funds because I have a lot of reason healing. That's another thing you could do here. You don't have to do what I did. You could perfectly just keep the painkillers, take out of funds, and then trade off reason. That's perfectly reasonable. By the way, do we have fetid fumes? Otherwise, I'm gonna rest here. Yeah, we're gonna rest here. What Masako also does, I just realized, is that Masako makes your lighthouse climb a lot more dangerous, because if you calculate everything out, if Masako, and I assume Masako can proc in the lighthouse because those are essentially investigations you're doing, then yes. So for example, if I have the dexterity and the knowledge check and I sit at 6 stamina, I'm probably have a good chance of dying to stamina because Masako procs and I die. So anywho, moving on. So we have a big... So this is a very nice run for town effects, save for Blood Moon. But you know what? One bad town effect out of any others things, I can always let her go, true. But 0.85... Here. So, well... No, we don't have to start. So I can let go of Masako, but I want to keep her. Maybe that's the challenge run for this. Maybe that's the challenge run for this character. Even though that's not much of a challenge, because Masako, I think, in my opinion, adds more benefits to your gameplay than Pain. I don't remember. Ward? Moving on. We have 78% Doom. We're perfectly fine. I also forgot about the... Yeah, I forgot you can just let them go. I don't often just let allies go, because there's normally not a reason to. I think you can also... Because there's nothing really... Like, it's not too special. Like, you can also just... I could also have sent her against an ally anyway. But anywho... That's that run down. And we move on to Zektas, which... Stat-wise is going to be funny. But stat-wise... Well, encounter-wise it might still be okay. Depends on what backstory I get, really. We're setting random item stats to on. And we have Scars. So character excludes random items. So this actually, Scars, normally okay, a bit worse because of Masako HP drain. If you don't want to let her go. But 8 Charisma, 2nd Encounter, 8 Knowledge, 2nd Mystery, Light, Check, and maybe 8 Strength. But essentially we're just taking 6 stamina damage at the Lighthouse because we're on Zektas, so... Hey. I'm going to go Hardware Store and hope we don't have Ward. Even though, yes, I could just sit here and reroll mysteries, but where's the fun in that? And we'll move on. And I think this character was pretty much a remaster because for update 1.01, because I remember seeing this character, if for no other reason than I remember seeing blue on their outfit B. So, as we have Akamanto, Vigil, Nails, Scissors, Metamorph. Oh my sweet goodness. We'll think about today. But yeah, I think that's such a... I think I remember reading that as well on the character's release page in the mods repository of the official World of Horror Discord. But Nails, Metamorphosis, Akamanto is going to be what we plan to do. Scissor Lady won't be that painful. And we're on Scars, so funny enough, this run works out very well for me. For now. But in the interest of having fun and also saving on Doom, let's take Scissors first and grab this wooden bat. And see what we can do. Because now I'm interested to see what 80... Well, yeah, Masako, but ultimately 85%... Well, I would have liked to know what 85% would have done, because we're on Timeline B. But, at least we'll still find out what the wooden bat does at 85% speed. We're on random item stats, I just realized. Please don't be 3 damage weapon. Okay, good. I saw that, and I closed an eye, and I thought that was 3. It's 5. 5 damage, 98 speed, which is better than average. So, you know what? Close to doing prep attack, I'll take it. Because we're on Zektas anyway, so any close shaves in terms of being able to do our actions would not have been great. But anywho. But yeah, Scar's backstory is going to be a heck of a thing for this character, because less HP to work with. So if you're relying on perfectly calculating your HP and not dying, nice luck check, by the way, 12 plus 2. 12 roll into a plus 2 modifier on a 7 luck character. I'm shaking my head in real life. I forgot what my ritual was, by the way. I think I'm just going to do this completely wrong. Let's find out. Okay, it was clap bow, I'm pretty sure. And it's probably not going to be 3 bows, but I don't know what the ritual is, so the odds are pretty much even anyway. So, if that makes any sense. Clap, bow, bow, clap, clap. A nothing burger of a town effect, and we'll move on. So, in the interest of pain, let's heal stamina, and yeah. Funny enough, probably Akamanto first. So let's do that. What's our high threat? Oh, max. School was max threat level. Funny enough, Forest is our other max threat level location, but we're in Akamanto now. So let's put the patrols in the school. Is there anything? Well, we'll see actually. Now, who am I kidding? I visit the history club because maybe we get Ghostly Spear and or Mind Drain. That's the main reason. Yeah, we're on scars, but still. I think we do this. Funny enough, we do this. If we hit both of these, I think we're out free. Of course, though, why would I ever hit a 75%? I can't get 2 of these, unfortunately, so... Anything better? No, not really. I'm not going to throw the wooden bat, so we're going to do this instead. Oh, my sweet goodness, I missed 2 75% in a row. 6%? I think that's like 6.25% chance of that happening. Granted, I hit a 95%, but you get what I mean. Also, we're in Akamanto, so... this is reason when failed, so I'd rather take that, but we do need to rest. I would have liked Hot Bath, but we don't get the luxury of waiting, so... I'm just gonna do this a whole bunch, and we're gonna move on. We're gonna need all that stamina. That's what I'm trying to say. And let's find out what else we can do. So, Frostbite Land, let's find out, shall we? I don't know why I'd ever risk that, but hey, it was Upper Kingdom, so it's fine for now. Until we lose reason, of course, which, if we fail this, then we recover reason. Well, we would have recovered reason, but high threat level downtown. What do I actually want here? None of these are really helpful. I could reroll, but where's the fun in that? I really shouldn't do that. But anywho, we'll trade off Doom. We're already being Zektasted for our 21% Doom. We'll move on. And now we're kind of sitting pretty, but at the same time, we would like to hit 90-70. Good. I could go for a big play here, but we're just gonna take the handcuff play. Roads closed. Is that gonna affect me? Kind of. But hopefully we'll be fine. Vigil Nails Metamorphosis. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I did scissors first. Oh, I did scissors first because of a lot of awes, but I am in awe, AWE, at the fact that I saved a boss mystery for later, and one of them I can't handcuff anymore, so I'd rather... I know we're on scars, but I'd rather take Metamorphosis then, because, or at least only taking -1 all here. So hey, let's just take the reason damage. How did I know? I mean, I know I'm pessimistic whenever I'm rolling most of the time, but if for nothing else, it's so that I can prepare myself in case I roll badly. We do have a couple of forced investigations, but not too many. I think only like 2 tops. You know what? Funds would be nice. But why would I roll luck well on luck again? That was 11 plus 2, so... Boy. I don't need to feel down. I said, man, get my eyes off of the ground. I said, hey, there's no need for my perception to rise. I just want to be happy. But anywho, 2 reasons for Doom. Well, the fun news is I still survived. The sad news is my HP is really low. Oh wait, we're taking -2 all? Alright, my mistake. Are we gonna be okay here? I guess we're about to find out. I could go for a dodge, but where's the fun in that? 85%, we should be able to survive here. Now, I still wouldn't like to send Masako, but I don't... Oh wait, no, we have a 5 damage weapon. We have a 5 damage weapon. Who am I kidding? Hiya! 15 HP. Let's move on. Price hike, no more cigarettes for me, but we have 31% Doom in our 4th mystery. We're on Zektas, but still. First aid, please. And then we move on. Take stamina. Because Masako needs my power. And into nails we go. Now, we do want to rest at some point. I was actually hoping for hot bath, but we didn't get that, so... Instead, we have this, but... I think, yeah, we can two-shot this guy. I wouldn't like to lose -2 all, but we can two-shot this guy. I would rather that than trade off my Doom. Because the 5 Doom I could spend escaping could be 3 Doom I could spend resting here. Or 6 Doom resting here. Or even 9 Doom resting. But you get the point, I don't want to use too much Doom. Or too much things. Let's do this, and then just take our 2 turn again. Yeah, 3 stamina damage, but I wasn't gonna... Well, I could have done better, but it's fine. We have the power of first aid. We'll trade off 2 reason for stamina, and then we patch ourselves up and move on. Take 2 reason, because he's spooky. Gonna take a Zektast stat penalty, which is fine for now. But I do want to think about what happens, so just take my 1 stamina, and we'll move on. I think that's a dexterity roll for that specific Nails event. But as we run into this bloodsucker, can I go for a double attack, by the way? I can, but I don't know what my accuracy... Oh, never mind, it's guaranteed. So, hey, take this 20 damage and be happy. No more blood packs for you. You know what I am worried about, though? Going into this encounter with 3 stamina, because I think I have to brace here. I do. My accuracy should be quite high, but it's not guaranteed. So, we'll do this twice, and we get bonus damage, actually, but I don't know if that's going to save us, because I probably still have to go for this. So, 85 into 85. 66% chance. We thankfully won. And let us continue onward. Do I need to heal stamina? We're entering Vigil now. I probably do need to heal stamina. Hey, there's Hot Bath, by the way. Now useless, but we'll take stamina and move on with life. Because we can't rest at home anymore. But yes, we are trying our best to survive, and I think I can be happy with this stream, so... We'll see. If anyone has any requests for a run you want to see me do with either of these 2 characters specifically, then let me know. Otherwise, yeah, this will probably be the last run of the stream. Not really much else to talk about. If the game updates, I will say this. I will just stream immediately. So, regardless of my schedule, an update is an update. But we'll see what happens, right? So we'll take the mask. Sure. That makes us super fast in ghost encounters, by the way. But... with the 3 damage meat cleaver, we'll save that for later. We can actually take the Doom, but let's light up the fireplace for the moment, and we'll move on. Alternatively, I could have... Okay, we can just run from this, by the way. Alternatively, I could have fought the guests so I can level up again to at least heal stamina and grab another perk, but not deciding to do that. So, in the interest of saving Doom, we survive Zektast no matter what, stat-wise. But we do want to be wary of the lighthouse, so oops, I probably shouldn't have done that. Masako, don't hurt me. Well, unless this happens, well, we're going to run from this as well. And this will be the last investigation I do. So, arf, arf. A soy kit would be nice, but that didn't happen either. Although we died at Charisma if we did that, so actually it's a good thing I didn't get it. In fact, I wanted a spell instead. But hey. So we should survive no matter what. I forgot to fill the empty bottle, but I should survive no matter what. Second encounter, so I have 82. I'm just gonna fail this in the face. 82% Doom. As I said, 6 stamina. And 5 reason. Well, we don't have to worry about reason. It's stamina we're looking at, so... We take a bunch of damage, so I'm just gonna rest 5 times, and we move on. I, in fact, probably overhealed, but it's fine. Masako, please! Not that I'm scared, but hey. Let's actually try to remember. I feel like it was actually something else. It wasn't Maru, because Otherwise, I think the game would have showed me something else. So that means it would have been something in my second mystery, which was Akamanto. And it wasn't Akamanto, because I fought something, and I want to say it definitely wasn't a meat whore. Yeah, I had to be Time Warper. I was like, meat whore, that's a boss too. What are you trying to do, game? Well, when the game gives you hand-me-outs like that, then hey. But anywho, well, so that means Akamanto was my second mystery, just by process of logical elimination. But as Masako drains me twice here, hey, that's a task read down. I complained a lot this stream, but hey. Hey. If nothing else, I might put out videos to showcase the characters on other gods, or any character, the other characters, or just custom characters in general doing other gods. But I'm trying to think about which other gods would be interesting to do, aside from maybe Azal. But well, actually, Azal would probably be one of them. So what would the other one be? Maybe Katak? Well, Katak, you can kind of theory it out. I mean, you can theory out all of these gods and custom character combinations, but it requires a huge brain to do that, and that's not what I have on this channel. But anywho, yeah, without further ado, if you want to support me in any way, and you're watching this either right now or in the future, I would like for subscribing to the channel would be the best. Otherwise, not really much else to say. I am still planning to kind of take it slow for this upcoming month, because I am still developing my game at the moment. When I get close to something I want to do, I will let you know on this channel. But otherwise, yeah, not much else to say after that. We're still doing I think the Nuzlocke is scheduled for tomorrow. If the update happens in the middle of that stream, I'm swerving immediately. But then what I'm actually going to do is end that stream and start a new one. That way, when someone's looking at a VOD, they're not confused. Like, you want to do that if I were to give some advice as a streamer/content creator to separate things in that way. I mean, if you're on a different platform. Otherwise, I mean, if the update happens later in the night, though, I might stream on a different platform. So that I will say. So if the update comes out in about 5 to 6 hours, after about 5 or 6 hours from now, then I will be streaming on Twitch, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But if it comes out during the, during the period that I stream here on YouTube, then I'm going to stream on YouTube. So either way, when the update comes out, I guess what I'm planning to actually do is stream on both platforms at some point. But anywho, yeah, without further ado, yes, I enjoy playing custom characters. Now, devil's advocate, it could just be, oh, see, I don't want, making characters and all just for Jordan, that guy named Jordan, to play on his YouTube. I mean, anywho, I like to think about possibilities, but we should be fine now. So yeah, I won't take up much more of your time. If you have things to do, people to watch on YouTube or elsewhere, do so. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Thank you for watching. Bye!